The lie you keep believing. There is a silent battle happening inside you every single day. A battle between who you are and who you could become. And the thing standing in the middle? It's not lack of talent. It's not lack of opportunity. It's not even fear. It's excuses. Excuses are the most dangerous lies because they don't feel like lies. They feel like truth. They sound logical. They sound reasonable. They even sound smart. I'll start when I feel ready. I just need more time. I don't have the right situation. I'm waiting for the perfect moment. But let's be honest for a moment. How long have you been saying that? Weeks? Months? Years? At some point, you have to stop and ask yourself a difficult question. Am I really waiting, or am I hiding? Because excuses are not just reasons. They are escape routes. They protect you from discomfort. They protect you from failure. They protect you from judgment. But they also protect you from growth. And growth is uncomfortable. It always has been. It always will be. That's why most people stay where they are. Not because they can't move forward. But because staying still feels safer. Think about it. Every time you avoid something difficult, your brain rewards you with relief. That temporary comfort feels good. It feels like you made the right decision. But what you don't see is the long-term cost. That comfort is quietly stealing your potential. Every excuse you make is like a small agreement you sign with yourself. I choose comfort over growth. I choose safety over possibility. I choose now over later. And over time, those small agreements become your life. You don't suddenly wake up stuck. You slowly become stuck through repeated choices. And the scariest part? You get used to it. You get used to not trying. You get used to delaying. You get used to explaining why things didn't work instead of making them work. That's how dreams die. Not with failure. But with excuses. High Voltage Part 2, The Hidden Price You Pay. Excuses may feel harmless in the moment, but they come with a price. A heavy one. A price that most people don't even realize they're paying. Every time you say, "I'll do it tomorrow," you train your mind to delay action. Every time you say, "I'm not good enough," you weaken your belief in yourself. Every time you say, "It's too hard," you make yourself smaller. Excuses don't just hold you back. They reshape your identity. You slowly become someone who hesitates. Someone who doubts. Someone who avoids. And once that identity forms, it becomes your reality. You start seeing yourself differently. You start expecting less from yourself. You start settling. That's the real cost. Not failure. But settling. Settling for less than what you're capable of. Settling for comfort instead of growth. Settling for average when you were meant for more. Let me tell you something important. You don't lose in life because you fail. You lose because you never try hard enough. Failure teaches. Failure builds strength. Failure creates resilience. But excuses? They create regret. And regret is heavier than failure will ever be. Imagine yourself 5 years from now. 2 versions of you. One version kept making excuses. The other version took action. Which life do you think feels better? The one who stayed comfortable? Or the one who struggled, learned, and grew? The pain of discipline is temporary. But the pain of regret? That lasts forever. Rocket Part 3, The Turning Point. There is a moment in life that changes everything. Not a big dramatic moment. Not a perfect opportunity. Just a quiet decision. A decision where you say, enough is enough. Enough waiting. Enough blaming. Enough excuses. This is the moment where your life begins to evolve. Because you stop looking for reasons and start creating results. You stop asking, "Why is this happening to me?" and start asking, "What can I do about it?" That shift changes everything. Because when you take responsibility, you take control. And when you take control, you unlock power. Real power. The power to act even when you don't feel like it. The power to keep going when things get hard. The power to create your own path. Most people wait for motivation. But motivation is unreliable. Some days you feel it. Some days you don't. If you rely on motivation, you'll only move when it's easy. And that's not enough. You need discipline. Discipline is doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. And discipline is built the moment excuses end. The first time you push through an excuse, it's hard. The second time, still hard. But eventually, it becomes who you are. You become someone who shows up. Someone who takes action. Someone who finishes what they start. And that's when your life begins to change. Glowing Star Part 4, the new version of you. When you stop making excuses, you don't just change your actions. You change your identity. You become someone different. Someone stronger. Someone more focused. Someone more disciplined. And that version of you? That version doesn't wait. They act. They don't complain about problems. They solve them. They don't fear failure. They embrace it. Because they understand something powerful. Growth is built through action. Not thinking. Not planning. Not waiting. Action. And once you build that habit, nothing can stop you. You don't need perfect conditions. You don't need perfect timing. You just need to start. And once you start, momentum takes over. Small actions lead to bigger actions. Small wins lead to bigger wins. And before you know it, you are no longer the same person. Fire Part 5, Breaking the Excuse Habit. Let's be real. Stopping excuses is not easy. Because they are deeply ingrained. They've become your default response. But here's how you break them. First, awareness. Catch yourself when you make an excuse. Don't ignore it. Don't justify it. Call it out. Second, replace it. Instead of saying, "I don't have time," say, "This is not my priority." That shift forces honesty. Third, act immediately. Don't wait. Don't think too much. Take one small step. Because action destroys excuses. Rocket Part 6, Your future is watching. Right now. Your future self is watching you. Watching your decisions. Watching your habits. Watching your excuses. And every action you take is shaping that future. You are not just living today. You are creating tomorrow. Every time you choose discipline, you build a better future. Every time you choose excuses, you delay it. So ask yourself, what kind of future am I creating? Because one day, you will meet the person you could have become. And that meeting will either fill you with pride or regret. Glowing Star Final Message. The day you stop making excuses is the day everything changes. Not instantly. Not magically. But permanently. Because you take control. You take responsibility. You take action. And those three things change your life. So stop waiting. Stop blaming. Stop explaining. Start doing. Start moving. Start becoming. Because your life is not defined by your circumstances. It is defined by your decisions. And the moment you decide, no more excuses, is the moment your life truly begins to evolve.